good, everybody? It's your boy, the one and only King Tyson. We back for another episode, everybody. Episode 25. Let's get it. Yay! Let's get it, y'all. We here for another episode 25 on the Raw and Smack Talk, man. We are moving right along, man. We are moving right along. We're on episode 25. Like I was saying on probably the first episode. No, it was probably the second episode. I said I didn't even think I was gonna be able to do this shit, y'all. I appreciate y'all like I said, I appreciate y'all for tuning in and watching every week with me, man. Thank y'all for the subscribers. Thank y'all for the new subscribers. And thank y'all for the comments, man. Make sure y'all keep the comments coming in, man. Make sure the comments keep coming in on the Raw Smack Talk, man. With your boy. Alright? Like I always ask every episode, hopefully you had a successful weekend. Like I said, it's the freaking weekend again, man. It was Valentine's Day just passed. Hopefully everybody did well. I won't say did well, but either loved ones, or loved one, sweetheart, whatever. Girlfriend, husbands, boyfriends, whatever you got at home. Your companion. Hopefully I had, happy Valentine's. Anyway, we moving right along. Man. So yeah, SmackDown just passed, and that shit was crazy. It's a lot to talk about, y'all. It's a lot to talk about on SmackDown, so we're gonna get into it. Alright, so hopefully, like I said, hopefully our week was successful. The weekend, Valentine's Day just passed. We're moving right along. Thank y'all. Let's get into it. Let's get into mother loving SmackDown, y'all. Let's get into Smack Dizzle. Let's get into it, man. Alright, so look, Cody Rhodes started all SmackDown, y'all. Everybody was amped up. It's like they weren't like that, but they was amped up. Cody Rhodes came out, and he comes out and asks the crowd what do y'all want to talk about and shit like that. And he was like, and he continued. He was like, I know what everybody else want to talk about. What he was saying, who am I going to face at WrestleMania, y'all? Who y'all think Cody Rhodes is going to face at WrestleMania 41? So we got, he was saying it's not going to be Logan Paul. Everybody was like, boo, they booed the shit out of Logan Paul when he mentioned Logan Paul. He said, will it be Logan Paul? They said, will it be CM Punk? Will it be John Cena? And then he was like, also Drew McIntyre. Everybody was booing him too. So he said, it's not going to be, he said, it's not going to be Solo Sikoa. Because remember last week, Solo Sikoa came out and spiked the shit out of Cody Rhodes at the end of the show. I was like, damn, he spiked the shit out of his ass.
Come on now, dog.
He said, it's not going to be Solo Sikoa. And he said that spike wasn't for Cody Rhodes. So it wasn't for him. So if the spike wasn't for Cody Rhodes, y'all, who was that spike meant for? Casper and his motherfucking family?
What did he say?
But no. Anyway, who was the spike for? God damn it, who was the spike for? So as he was about to continue on and tell us who the spike was for, Drew McIntyre came out. One and only Drew McIntyre comes out. And he was like, really? Also Drew? And Cody Rhodes was like, yeah, you are in the match, the Elimination Chamber match. Oh, he said, you want me to start over? Oh, we got also Drew. So Drew was naming all his accolades and shit, his accomplishments. And he was like, Cody Rhodes, you made this shit personal now. And you talking about also Drew like I ain't shit. So watch when I won the Elimination Chamber. I'm gonna come after you. I'm coming for you, motherfucker. I'm coming for you, and I'm gonna take that title, and I'm gonna win. But anyway, so they continued on, but the one and only Jacob Fatu comes out, y'all. Jacob Fatu comes out, and he was pissed off. He said he's all gassed up, no brakes, y'all. He said he's all gassed up, no brakes. He said he is going to win the Elimination Chamber and go to WrestleMania and beat Cody Rhodes for the undisputed championship. And he says he's gonna bring the title back home to the bloodline, to the family. And Drew was like, he told Jacob Fatu, he was like, yeah. He was like, I bet you want a match against me. I bet you want a match against me. It was Drew and Jacob Fatu was in each other's faces if you see SmackDown. But anyway, it was in each other's face, and Drew was like, you want to fight? He said, don't Washington DC want to fight? See me fight? And everybody was like, yeah. And Drew walks out. He's like, no, that shit ain't gonna happen, motherfucker. Everybody boos and shit. Drew McIntyre walked the fuck out. And Jacob Fatu was staring down Cody Rhodes' championship. And all of a sudden, Solo Sikoa pulled up, y'all. Solo Sikoa pulls up in the car. And Jacob Fatu, and Cody Rhodes is about to leave, but Jacob Fatu just stopped with Cody Rhodes, like, pause right there, motherfucker. He's like, I'm going to get the first word to Solo Sikoa. And then Cody Rhodes was saying, he said, I'm going to get them. He said, better believe I'm going to get the last word to Solo Sikoa. So moving right along, y'all. So that segment was crazy. So what y'all think about, what if they have Solo Sikoa versus Cody Rhodes at the Elimination Chamber? I'm thinking that should be a match. That should happen. They got 2 more weeks. So I believe it's going to be Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa at the Elimination Chamber. Put in the comments if that's what y'all believe, if that's what y'all predict as well. All right, let's get into it. Let's move on. The Elimination Chamber qualifying match, we got Naomi versus Chelsea Green, y'all. But before we get into that match, Jacob Fatu went, Jacob Fatu went backstage, looked for Solo Sikoa, and he went crazy. He started throwing security guards around and everything. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? But anyway, moving back to Chelsea Green and Naomi for the Elimination Chamber qualifying match, y'all. And guess who won that match? It was the one and only Naomi, man. That's what's up. So now you got Naomi and Bianca Belair in the same match. So this shit is gonna be crazy. But anyway, let's move on. Let's see what happened in the match. Okay, talking a little too fast. Before we get any further into the match, what do y'all think about the stats for WWE 2K25? Also, make sure y'all get WWE 2K25 pre-order your copy right now. Like I said, I got the Bloodline edition. Make sure y'all get y'all edition, whatever y'all pockets can afford. But anyway, so yeah, WWE 2K25 stats are out for Naomi and Chelsea Green. So Naomi is an 85 and Chelsea Green is an 80. So how y'all feel about those stats right there? So I think those are good stats. I think they are well deserved, especially Naomi. Damn right. So look, on to the match, Naomi, Chelsea Green. Naomi did a couple of kicks and she did a leg drop to Chelsea Green. Naomi gave Chelsea Green a couple of dive attacks. Naomi was on fire at this point. She was on fire. She was diving all over the place. She gave Naomi a scissor kick. I was like, damn, what you think she is, Booker T out this motherfucker? She scissor kicked Naomi. But at that point, when Naomi was on fire, she was about to do her signature move, or her finisher move, excuse me. She was about to do her finisher move, and but Chelsea Green reversed it. She was like, oh, hell no, bitch. You was on fire at this point. So at one point, they both was like doing roll-up pins. They almost, one point, Chelsea Green almost won, and Naomi rolled up Chelsea Green, and Naomi almost won. So it was like a whole lot of roll-up pins. It was rolling all over the fucking ring. So Naomi gave an X Factor to Chelsea Green, and Naomi did her finisher move on her ass, and that was it, y'all. Naomi goes on to the Elimination Chamber. She's in the Elimination Chamber with, remember last week I forgot to name the fourth woman, and I think I'm missing somebody, but now I know who the woman I'm missing. But anyway, so moving on. So these are the women that qualify for the Women's Elimination Chamber match, and they are Naomi, Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, that's who I missed, Liv Morgan, and Bayley. So we have one more match, and that is Raquel versus Roxanne on Monday Night Raw. So make sure y'all tune in for the final spot. So put in the comments who y'all believe is going to be in the final spot. Will it be Raquel Rodriguez or will it be Roxanne Perez? Who will finalize the Women's Elimination Chamber? All right, so stay tuned Continue to watch Raw and SmackDown, and also continue to watch the Raw and Smack Talk right here, y'all, on YouTube, X, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. So make sure y'all tune in for all the above, man. Alright? So let's move along. Let's move right along. How you feeling out there? How are you feeling? It's the weekend. What y'all doing this weekend? What is y'all doing? Y'all doing anything exciting? Y'all, I know y'all was freaking excited. We move along. Anyway, so Sami Zayn comes out. And not Sami Zayn comes out, but Sami Zayn had an interview. He didn't come out. He was had a video interview. And he was basically saying he ain't doing too well, y'all. His neck. So this is the injury report. I'm sorry, I meant to say that. Injury report. Sami Zayn injury report. Sami Zayn said his neck, he is not feeling too well. He's not doing too well with his neck right now. He said he's coming to terms with him and KO that he ain't fucking with KO. Here they go again with KO stabbing all his friends in the back, y'all. KO stabbed everybody in the fucking back. That's his goddamn personality. So he was damn. I heard this. This shit sounds so like deja vu. But anyway, Sami Zayn was also saying that KO was like trying to end his. He said, I know it was exactly what KO was trying to do. He was like, KO is trying to end my career. He was like, and for what? Why is KO trying to end my career? And I thought we were friends. He was like, I came to your aid at the Royal Rumble during the Cody Rhodes versus KO match the KO ladder match. And as we saw that Sami Zayn did come to KO's aid. And so Sami Zayn was like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? You wanted me to cheat for you. That's exactly what Kevin Owens wanted Sami Zayn to do. He wanted Sami Zayn to push that ladder over. So Cody Rhodes could fall the ladder, of course. And KO would climb up the ladder and grab the championships. That's what KO wanted. But Sami Zayn said when he's cleared, he said, I got some smoke for your ass. He said, I got some smoke for your ass that you, KO, and Sami Zayn will see each other. So we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna move right along. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen, actually. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. So if you watch Raw, you know what's gonna happen. But anyway, moving right along, we had MCMG versus Las Garza. Excuse me, Las Garza. Las Garza. A part of it used to be El Gato Fantasma, then they got a new name. Well, I think the whole group is El Gato Fantasma, but then the two guys, Humberto and Angel, they call Las Garza. So that match, like I said, it was Motor City Machine Guns versus Las Garza. So the match was crazy. Las Garza was on fire when the match started up. MCMG ended up building momentum on the ass. He was on fire too. Las Garza started double teaming MCMG. Then later on in the match, Las Garza did like a crossbody powerbomb to MCMG. That shit was sweet as hell. I was like, goddamn, I was part of one of their little signature tag team moves. Then Las Garza did a moonsault outside the ring. They said they was flipping all over the goddamn ring. MCMG also was diving outside the ring. So close to the end of the match, MCMG did a tag team finisher, and they winning the match. MCMG wins the match against Las Garza. They was talking all that shit last week, saying that they gonna be on top, but they lost to MCMG. I ain't saying that's a disrespect to MC. No disrespect to MCMG, but you lost to MCMG. Y'all talked all that shit last week. So anyway, moving right along, y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to your boy, man. The one and only King Tyson, Raw and Smack Talk. Here we go. Let's get it. So guess what? Before we move on, we got 64 days until WrestleMania 41. 64 days, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. Well, it's probably less than that now, when I post this video, but 64 days. 64 days, man. Let's get it. Oh yeah, WWE 2K25 was coming out. I'm gonna make sure I put more information out for whenever somebody wants to face me for my undisputed championship. I'm still holding this shit. I'm still the champion. I'm gonna be like Roman Reigns around this bitch. Anyway, 64 days to WrestleMania. Alright, so moving along, so Jacob ended up meeting up with Solo Sikoa, the backstage. So Sikoa says, he let the family down when he lost to Ulafalo. So Jacob Fatu was like, he gonna win this Elimination Chamber. This Elimination Chamber qualified match, and he's gonna bring it back to the family. And before Jacob Fatu left from backstage, Solo Sikoa grabbed him and was like, Solo, he said, Jacob, I love you. And Jacob walked off after that. I was like, what the hell? So moving right along, we got Solo. We got Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura wants to fight. He said he been backstage lurking. Remember, I met Shinsuke over the last couple of episodes. Shinsuke Nakamura's been lurking and behind, in the shadows and shit, like he's been saying, like, what the fuck? But he said he's been, seeing who's worthy to face him for his United States Championship, And so as he was talking, the one and only LA Knight comes out. The Miz comes out, y'all. The Miz comes out. He says the fans are, they ain't smart. They keep cheering for, LA Knight and shit. Well, LA Knight also was out there. He said he beat everybody to get to the championship. I forgot to mention that. LA Knight did come out after Shinsuke Knight was talking. LA Knight came out and he was like, he beat everybody to get to, back to the United States Championship, in which he did. So he comes out and the Miz comes out and was like, y'all cheering for this LA Knight bullshit.
Come on now, dog.
Y'all actually going for this shit? He said, y'all ain't smart at all. This little gimmick sucks ass. But anyway, LA Knight says the Miz is not even worthy. He was like, I didn't even know you were here. He said, matter of fact, he said, I don't think the crowd knew you weren't here anymore. So he was like, 10 years, it's been 10 years in the Miz. He said, you've been irrelevant for the last 10 years. He was like, get the fuck out of here. So he was, LA Knight asked the crowd, he was like, y'all ready to see the Miz go away? So also LA Knight also tells the Miz, he was like, you also need to be like John Cena. He's like, you need to be like John Cena and start a farewell tour. So you just start a farewell tour, and then the Miz started to cry. He was like, ooh, started fake crying. He was like, ooh. He's like, no. He's not going no goddamn way. What the hell wrong with y'all? He said the Miz, not the Miz, but anyway, the Miz won the United States Championship, y'all. So the Miz, LA Knight was like, you're a fucking dork. Call him something else, but he called him a dork on top of that. He said, you're a fucking dork. So the Miz tried to, attack LA Knight. LA Knight was about to do his BMT to the Miz, so the Miz pushed them off. He exited the ring. And then Shinsuke Nakamura and LA Knight started to stare each other down in the face. So so Nick Aldis was like, how about this? He was like, how about a match between The Miz and LA Knight, and determining the number one contender who will face Shinsuke Nakamura. So guess who won that match? And that was the one and only LA Knight, y'all. LA Knight, yeah.
No.
So LA Knight ended up winning the match. LA Knight started the match by stomping the shit out of the Miz. He stomped the shit out of the Miz. LA Knight power slammed the Miz. But before we get into any further in the match, I forgot we had to talk about the stats for the Miz and LA Knight. So look, on WWE 2K25, we got the Miz at 81 and LA Knight is at 88. So I think that's a good ratings for both of them, especially LA Knight. LA Knight had a good year last year, so yeah, so he deserves those ratings. So moving back to the match. Moving back to the match. Goddamn. The Miz chokes LA Knight on a rope, and then he kicked LA Knight in his motherfucking face at the same time. And then LA Knight tossed the Miz over the ropes. He tossed him over the ropes, y'all. Then LA Knight slams The Miz on the fucking table multiple motherfucking times as usual. So LA Knight steps to, excuse me, not LA Knight, but Shinsuke Nakamura steps to LA Knight. They were staring each other in the face. So The Miz, tossing LA Knight into the steel steps, and he was all amped up and shit. So, also The Miz and LA Knight was doing roll-up pins. These are highlights, y'all. These are highlights. He was doing roll-up pins. The Miz did a DDT to LA Knight, and LA Knight ended up doing later on in the match. LA Knight did his elbow drop to The Miz. And he did the BLT, and then he got on to the second ropes and did the he did the L. LA Knight got on the second ropes and did his elbow drop, and then the ref counted to 3, and that was it, y'all. LA Knight is the winner, so he's the number 1 contender to face Shinsuke Nakamura. So I think he's gonna face Shinsuke Nakamura at either. You gotta face him at, I ain't gonna say he got to, but he is gonna face Shinsuke Nakamura at the Elimination Chamber or the biggest stage of them all, WrestleMania 41, y'all. So we gonna see when that takes place, alright? So y'all make sure y'all tune in, man. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to the one and only King Tyson on the Raw Smack Talk. Alright. So, the Elimination Chamber. That's why I believe it's gonna. That's why I believe it's gonna happen. But anyway, Alexa Bliss meets up with Candice LeRae and Nia Jax backstage, and Alexa Bliss tells Nia Jax that good luck with the match against Tiffany Stratton because she hopes she wins. She wants a rematch at WrestleMania. Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss. I forgot which WrestleMania that was. Put in the comments y'all remember which WrestleMania it was. But anyway, Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. But that was a past WrestleMania. So Alexa Bliss is saying she's gonna win the Elimination Chamber match. But we'll see. We are going to see Carmelo Hayes. All right, we're moving right along, y'all. I know moving a little fast. We're moving through the show. There's a lot to talk about. So, R-Truth and Carmelo Hayes end up having a match because backstage, Carmelo Hayes was like, I'm him, because he beat Tozawa last week. And R-Truth was like, no, you ain't Tozawa, you are Carmelo Hayes. And he was like, no, I just call myself. He's like, I'm him though. He said, no, you're Carmelo Hayes, your mama named you Carmelo Hayes. And, he was like, motherfucker, he said, you think I'm a joke? And he's like, he said, we'll see if I'm a joke in the ring. So that ended up happening. Carmelo Hayes beat R-Truth, y'all. Carmelo Hayes wins the match. Before we get into that match, Andrade, after the Miz lost, Andrade said he can teach the Miz a couple of things. Because remember, last week, the Miz said he could teach Andrade a couple of things. But this week, the Miz lost his match to LA Knight. And so Andrade was like, bitch, I can teach you something. Now that you lost like a bitch.
Oh!
But anyway, moving right along. We're moving right along, y'all. R-Truth, Carmelo said, oh yeah, we already talked about that. All right, because I wrote down some notes, y'all. I'm about to fuck up.
Come on now, dog.
But anyway, before we get into the match again, what y'all think about the stats, y'all? WWE 2K25, make sure y'all pre-order it. Anyway, the stats for R-Truth is 71 and Carmelo Hayes is 81. I believe on WWE 2K24, R-Truth was like a 67, or was he a 70? His ratings wasn't high because he barely have any matches, so he got low ratings. But anyway, R-Truth is a 71 and Carmelo Hayes is a 81. So anyway, like I said, Carmelo Hayes ended up winning the match. Carmelo kicks R-Truth in the face a couple times. Carmelo was kind of beating the shit out of R-Truth. Carmelo did a cold breaker to R-Truth. These are highlights. And then at one point, Carmelo did like a back clothesline to R-Truth. I was like, God damn, he clotheslined the shit out of his back of his neck, that is. Clotheslined the shit out of the back of his neck. And And then he got on the top ropes, did his goddamn finishing move to R-Truth, and that was the match, y'all. Carmelo Hayes beat R-Truth. He did something serious though. He was on the top ropes like, yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna say R-Truth ain't shit, but he beat R-Truth. Whoop be damn, dude. He didn't beat like Cody Rhodes or somebody, CM Punk or somebody like that. All right, but kudos to you. So the Street Profits, you know, they had a little promo saying they coming for everybody. They want to smoke with everybody. They say it's been 8 years since they've been the tag team champions. They say it is on and popping. They say when they see MCMG, they say it's on site. When they see Pretty Deadly, it's on site. And when they see DIY, the tag team champions, it is on fucking site, y'all.
Oh.
So yeah, they ain't playing no games. So DIY seen Pretty Deadly backstage, and it was like, he's like, Pretty Deadly dreams of becoming the tag team champions are fucking dead now.
Oh.
Since y'all won a match against us last week, so now your dreams of becoming the tag team champions are dead. So now we're gonna beat the shit out y'all.
Oh!
So how y'all feel about that? Who y'all believe? So they should have a fatal 4-way tag team match for the tag team championships. They should have DIY versus MCMG versus the Street Profits versus Pretty Deadly for the tag team championships, either at the Elimination Chamber or WrestleMania 41, y'all. But anyway, so remember earlier in the show I said Sami Zayn responded to KO what he did to him. So now KO is responding to what Sami Zayn said earlier in the show. So Cody, damn, call him everybody. So Kevin Owens says he's been stabbed in the back by all of his motherfucking friends. You know, he's like, I've been stabbed in the back. Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, and everybody else. And he was like, he's like, you were in pain, huh? He said, you ain't seen pain. He said, I'm gonna show you pain at the Elimination Chamber. He said he was gonna take it back to where it all started. He was like, in Toronto. So Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens at the Elimination Chamber. They need to have a street fight match or some shit like that. Doesn't need to be a normal match. This doesn't need to be any type of normal match at all. I'm about to make up a word, y'all heard me. I'm about to make up some shit.
Oh!
But anyway, so yeah, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens at the Elimination Chamber. So we were moving right along. We are almost through. We're almost through. We almost through. Halfway through, I believe. Or a little. Anyway, how y'all feeling? Make sure y'all hit the like, share, and subscribe button to the one and only Game Tyson. Alright. Here we go. Nia Jax versus Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship. So the match started off let's keep it moving. The match started off crazy. Nia Jax was tossing Tiffany Stratton all over the freaking ring. Nia Jax gave Tiffany Stratton a big ass headbutt. Nia Jax gave Tiffany Stratton a mega Samoan drop. She Samoan dropped the shit out of Tiffany Stratton. I said at this point, Nia Jax was just destroying Tiffany Stratton, beating the shit out of her ass. Beating the shit out of her ass. By the way, and then she gave her, like I said, she gave her a leg drop. Charlotte Flair was watching backstage, wondering like, should she face Tiffany Stratton or should she face Rhea Ripley? But anyway, back to the match. Tiffany Stratton fighting back. She did a drop kick to Nia, but Nia, coming back, she power slammed Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany ended up stomping Nia into the fucking mat.
Oh!
And Nia, like I said, she gave her another Nia gave Tiffany Stratton another fucking Samoan drop. This one was huge as Nia Jax.
What did he say?
That was ignorant. That was some ignorant shit. That was ignorant as hell. By the way, Nia Jax gave a super leg drop to Tiffany Stratton. At this point, the match was crazy. Tiffany Stratton did a swanton bomb. That shit was sweet as hell. It was pretty as hell. That shit was pretty sweet. Anyway, she did a swanton bomb. We thought it was over, but it wasn't. Nia Jax pop up from there. Tiffany tries to pick up. At one point, Tiffany Stratton tried to pick up Nia Jax. She tried to pick up Nia Jax's big back ass.
Oh! Come on now, dog.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, come on now, you know you cannot pick her up. But anyway, she ended up, Nia Jax ended up falling onto Tiffany Stratton. Nia Jax was laughing her ass off. So Tiffany was about to do her finisher to Nia Jax, and then all of a sudden we had Candice LeRae interfere in the match, and the ref rang the bell. The match was over. So Nia and Candice ended up double teaming Tiffany Stratton, and also the one and only Trish Stratus was in the building. She came in and attacked Candice LeRae. As she was attacking Candice LeRae, Nia Jax came in and knocked Trish Stratus' ass out. And then before Nia walked off, she did another mega leg drop to Tiffany. And they walked off. I was like, oh shit. So as they was walking off, Charlotte Flair brought her skinny ass out. And then Charlotte Flair said to Tiffany Stratton, it's gonna be her and it's gonna be Charlotte Flair. It's gonna be Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania 41, y'all. Charlotte and Tiffany, WrestleMania 41 for the women's championship. I don't know why I said the women's tag team, but anyway, for the WWE Women's Championship, y'all, Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton. How do you feel about that? Put in the comments right here, right now on the Raw Smack. We're moving right along. We almost through. So Nick, Bianca was back. Well, Bianca and Naomi was backstage with Nick Aldis, y'all, the SmackDown General Manager, and they said they had some information on the Jade situation. Finally, we got information on Jade. So they showed the footage, of what happened. I mean, not literally what happened, but they were showing when Jade was getting put into the ambulance, and they seen Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez hee and ha like a motherfucker. So Naomi and Bianca was like, oh, it's them. We gonna beat their ass. We gonna see them on Monday Night Raw. So make sure y'all tune in into Monday Night Raw, and we gonna see what goes down between the four: Bianca Belair, Naomi, Liv Morgan, and Raquel Rodriguez. Let's get into it. All right, moving right along. So backstage as well, the Trish Stratus met up with Tiffany Stratton. She said, how about me and you versus Candice LeRae and Nia Jax, at the Elimination Chamber. And Tiffany Stratton was cool with that. So we're gonna have Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus versus Nia Jax and Candice LeRae at the Elimination Chamber, y'all. So make sure y'all tune in. Alright, and Toronto. So, also backstage, we had Drew McIntyre and Jimmy Uso. And Drew was bragging, to Jimmy, saying that everybody is on the path to WrestleMania 41 except him. And Drew McIntyre said, I know you mad, I know you angry, I can see it in your motherfucking face, you pissed off, you ain't got shit to do. So your brother on the rise, and you'll be on the couch at WrestleMania this year. So, Jimmy walks off laughing with a fake laugh, and Drew McIntyre ended up turning around and gets kicked in his fucking face. So it's a match that's made up now. So Jimmy Uso versus Drew McIntyre next Friday, y'all. So make sure y'all tune in for that, alright? So the Elimination Chamber qualified match, we got Damian Priest versus Braun Breaker. Not Braun Breaker, versus Braun Strowman versus Jacob Fatu for the men's Elimination Chamber qualifying match. So that match was crazy as a motherfucker. This was the main event. Yeah, the main event, y'all. This is it right here. We almost through. Run away. So this match was crazy. They all was throwing hands at each other, man. When this match just started, he just started fighting. All three of them was fighting each other. Damian and Jacob was going blow for blow. Jacob runs through Damian, and Braun did a crossbody to Jacob and Damian Priest. That crossbody was crazy. Braun pulls Jacob out of the ring. Jacob hits Braun Strowman with the steel steps. So remember that in triple threat rules, it is a no disqualification. So shit was going crazy. So Damian and Jacob was fighting in the ring. Damian takes Jacob and Braun Strowman out. Jacob did a Samoan drop to Damian Priest. Jacob dives out the ring onto it was a lot going on. Jacob Fatu was going crazy, y'all. He was going ham. Anyway, he dives out the ring onto Braun Strowman. And then he also did a Swanton bomb onto Damian Priest. I was like, this shit is good. This match is good.
Boy, if you don't get
this match good. Wait a way. Let's pause right there. Let's hit the pause button. Let's go to the stats. I forgot. Let's go to the stats for WWE 2K25 for Damian Priest, Jacob Fatu, and Braun Strowman. I almost call him Braun Breaker again. But anyway, so Damian Priest, y'all, is a strong 91. He's a strong 91. Jacob Fatu is an 87, and Braun Strowman is an 81. So how y'all feel about the stats? Put in the comments right here on the Raw SmackDown. Alright. Hit the play button. Back to the match. So Braun did a power bomb to Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu ended up doing a superplex to well, at this point in the match, I'm sorry, it was this crazy. They was on the corner ropes. And Braun Breaker, first it was Jacob Fatu and Damian Priest, but Braun Breaker, I mean, they keep on calling him Braun Breaker. Braun Strowman ended up getting under Jacob Fatu, so it was like a power bomb to Jacob, and then Jacob did like a super suplex to Damian Priest. So Braun runs through Jacob Fatu, and Damian Priest slams Jacob onto the announce table. Braun pushes Damian over the announce table. You know how he runs, his little train run. That's what they call it, or some shit. And he train wreck something. And he runs through people. But anyway, he did that to Damian Priest, and Damian Priest ended up flying over the announce table. And so at one point in the match, Braun was about to chokeslam. Actually, he did. Braun chokeslam Jacob Fatu on to the announce table. That shit was crazy. He chokeslammed his ass. Jacob kicks Braun in the face. Jacob. This is going back. This is back in the ring. So once Jacob and Braun are back in the ring, Jacob kicks Braun in the face, and then Jacob Fatu, I was about to take out Braun Strowman again with them hip attacks. Remember, that's how he took him out the first time. He kept doing a hip attack multiple times. He was bleeding and everything and out of his mouth and shit. So he did that shit again. But Braun chest shots to Jacob Solo. So after Braun was on the chest shot, Solo Sikoa gave Braun Strowman he gave him a spike. He's ended up spiking Braun Strowman. I was like, oh shit. So Braun was like on fire. He was about to end Jacob Fatu, but Solo came in, he gave him a spike. He shut the momentum down. Jacob Fatu did his finishing move to Braun, but all of a sudden the one and only Cody Rhodes came out. Y'all, Cody Rhodes came out to save the day. Him and Solo Sikoa was fighting not backstage, but ringside. Cody gets double teamed by Tama Tonga and Jacob. So when Solo Sikoa was about to spike Cody Rhodes, Solo Sikoa ended up spiking the one and only Tama Tonga. He spiked the shit out of Tama Tonga. So Damian pushed Solo into Jacob. Damian clotheslined the shit out of Jacob Fatu over the barricade. So it was Damian and Braun Strowman left in the ring. Cody Rhodes gave Solo Sikoa the crossroads outside the ring. Damian Priest did his finisher move, the South of Heaven, to Braun Strowman, and the ref counted to 3, y'all, and that was the match. Woo! That was the match. That match was crazy. That was crazy. So how y'all feel about Damian Priest is now in the Elimination Chamber? So now the man that's in the Elimination Chamber, we got Damian Priest, Logan Paul, John Cena, CM Punk, and Drew McIntyre. And for the 6th man, the final man, it's gonna be Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor on Raw. So make sure y'all tune in for Monday Night Raw this Monday for the final spot. Will it be Seth or will it be Finn Balor? Alright? So at the end of the match, Cody Rhodes and Damian Priest end up shaking each other's hands, looking at the WrestleMania sign. So we will see who will win the Elimination Chamber, y'all. Who y'all got win the Elimination Chamber? Put your predictions in the comments right here on the Raw SmackDown, y'all. Woo! We did it, man. We did it, man. That was the end of episode 25, y'all. Appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Thank y'all. I say this every week, man. Thank y'all, man. So make sure y'all tune in. We're getting closer to the Elimination Chamber. Remember, we're on the road to WrestleMania, 64 days and counting. Counting down to WrestleMania 41, y'all. Make sure y'all tune in. Make sure y'all tune into Raw this week coming up this Monday, and make sure y'all tune into the Raw SmackDown after that. All right. So like I said, every episode, y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but you're right here with the one and only King Tyson. And I'll see y'all on the next episode. Bye-bye.